Hey folks, welcome back to Canada's Boxing Channel. It's a beautiful sunny afternoon here. Though I noticed 1 year ago there was no snow and I was able to rake the driveways. Not with a hand rake, with a big rake on the ass end of a tractor. But sadly I've still got snow and ice around. So, oh well, I'm sure that God put it there. God will, in infinite wisdom, take it away. On to boxing. I see it's been reported on Claressa Shields' social media and reported on Sky Sports and a number of other media outlets that Claressa Shields is cleared to box after a suspension has been lifted. Now, I don't know if you're a fan of female boxing or if indeed you're a fan of Claressa Shields. She's certainly very well known in female boxing. Her nickname is T-Rex, though she's commonly referred to, self-referenced I suppose, as the GWOAT, the greatest woman of all time. And she's certainly a lady that has she has no problems with being confident. She certainly has possibly an overabundance of confidence, but good for her. She has an interesting record as well. She has 63-1 in the amateurs, only ever having been beaten by Savannah Marshall. And as a pro, 16-0, multi-weight world champion. Anyhow, back in September, after her win over Danielle Perkins, she tested positive for marijuana. She gave an oral fluid sample. So, I'm not sure if that's spitting into a test tube or somebody putting a Q-tip in your mouth or whatever. Which is interesting to me, actually. Never really thought about marijuana as being a performance-enhancing drug. But yes, she returned this positive oral fluid sample for the banned substance after a win over Danielle Perkins, and marijuana is banned in competition by the World Anti-Doping Agency. Yes, I remember a snowboarder in Canada, Ross Ribelgatti, was banned for marijuana, and I've never really seen how marijuana would actually help you. My own experiences, with THC, are that it's not really... It doesn't really enhance anything other than, gives you a great appetite for pizza and whatnot, and, allows you possibly to sort of, be more relaxed. Possibly helps a smidge in golf, maybe, But like with anything, a little would be good and, too much would be really bad. Ask anybody who's been skiing when high. It's all fun and games until as my mum would say, your ass goes over your tea kettle or whatever. And you go spinning down the hill, not on your skis, but, bouncing down the hill. Anyhow, she was apparently found to have marijuana in her system, but by the Michigan Unarmed Combat Commission. That's quite a name, actually. Anyhow, the suspension has now been lifted, and Shields is now free to box, though possibly still may face some enforcement action. I'm not sure what that means. It is not specified. Dimitri Salita, Shields' promoter, told Sky Sports, Claressa Shields is a clean athlete whose career from Olympic champion to multi-division world champion has been nothing short of historic. Well, he's right there. She has always been dedicated to the highest levels of integrity, professionalism and excellence in the sport. Claressa Shields has always been a disciplined, dedicated and professional athlete. We are pleased that the situation has been resolved and that her name has been cleared. I'm not sure if that's exactly right when the Michigan Unarmed Combat Commission is still talking about possible enforcement action. It's interesting use of the word. If you're cleared, you're cleared. But if there's still enforcement action outstanding, that would imply that it's not actually being cleared. But anyhow, maybe I'm just being nitpicky here. Dimitri went on to say, she remains focused on continuing to make history and elevate women's boxing to new heights. And Claressa Shields herself feels vindicated as she posted on her social media, officially unsuspended, but ya all a little quiet. Ya all was real loud about me supposedly smoking marijuana and being suspended. No worries, and still an undisputed heavyweight champ. So yes, anyways, regardless of whether there's enforcement action outstanding or whether the word cleared is the appropriate word to be used, she has been unsuspended and she is now cleared to fight, which I suppose is, you know, if we're going to parse it, cleared to fight versus cleared. Somewhat possibly reminiscent of the language that Conor Benn uses, though I'm not trying to in any way suggest that Claressa Shields should be spoken of in the same sentence as Conor Benn for a number of reasons. But yes, there we are. So Claressa Shields cleared to fight. I don't know what her fight plans are, but yes, let's continue. She's very entertaining. She brings a lot of eyeballs on the women's sport. She's an outstanding self-promoter, and she's exciting in the ring. You know, there's nothing not to like about her in-ring performance. Maybe her out of the ring persona isn't quite my cup of tea, but again, I don't think that I'm the demographic that she's really appealing to. So, you know, hats off to her. She does very, very well. She's and she's always got something to say. So good for her. If you've liked this video, please like, please share, please subscribe. I will see you on the next video. Have a wonderful, I was going to say afternoon, but again, I have no idea what time it is where you're watching this. Have a wonderful day or evening or night, wherever you are. Thanks so much. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.